Jim and I met 25 years ago, and we were introduced on a blind date by a mutual friend. Only the friend told me about the setup, but he neglected to tell Jim about it.
We were out clubbing and we were playing pool and darts and just having a good time with a bunch of guys, and at the end of the night, he kind of was giving me this attitude, and I was like, well, I don't know what I did to upset you. And then I find out later that's what it was. It's like he was expecting, he thought it was a date. I thought it was just a bunch of friends out, you know, having a drink or two.
So I asked him out for a real proper date after that. And we got together, we had pizza, we saw a movie. And that was that. That was 25 years ago. I had always known that I wanted to have a child. And so we had that conversation early in our relationship. And it was probably about 1999 when we started actively pursuing our options.
At the time, we were actually looking at fostering. We'd never even considered infant adoption because we knew our chances were slim to none. No one's going to select a gay couple to adopt their child in 1999. You know, it just wasn't, it didn't happen back then.
We thought that we were going to end up fostering, and that's when we got the call.
And the phone rang and they said, would you by chance be interested in infant adoption? And we were like, oh my gosh, absolutely. That's our dream. And they said, well, we have this young couple here who is unmarried, and they're gonna be having a baby, and they're looking specifically for a same-sex couple or somebody who wouldn't have the opportunity that most couples have to adopt an infant baby. So Bella was born 4 days after 9/11. She wasn't supposed to come until November.
I had had a vacation scheduled to go with a friend to the south of France. And so I'm sitting on the beach in the Riviera, just having a great time.
I was staying home, getting the nursery ready, preparing for the baby to come. We still had a couple months, so we were like not in a big rush.
No problem.
When the phone rang, and it was our birth mother, and she had said, my water just broke, I'm headed to the hospital. This was 4 days after 9/11 when there were no airplanes flying.
Within less than 10 hours, I had to take multiple flights to get back to the United States, but I made it back the next day. I missed the birth. Sorry.
I hold that over him all the time.
He does. They both do. I've been involved with Bella's school really since she was in preschool. And then when she got into middle school, she started acting in the plays and theater, and I would volunteer in that, and they just, they wrote me in and wouldn't let me go, and so now I co-direct and do all of the costuming at Oak Grove Middle School.
The costuming that Kevin does, it's kind of a family affair. Bella does a lot of the modeling. She tries on every piece, makes sure it fits, makes sure the seams are straight. I'm usually the one that helps him shop and pick out the materials and the clothes. And
He's amazing. He's the best shopper. He's the best eye to pick out that stuff.
I started the Gay Straight Alliance support group at Oak Grove Middle to educate people that we're pretty much the same people, regardless of what we believe in.
We're very excited that we're chosen to accept the Pride Proclamation from the city of Bloomington on behalf of all the LGBTQ citizens of Bloomington.
Whenever Pride comes around, I think about our government, and I think about that phrase in our Declaration of Independence that says, you know, all men are created equal. And up until recently, that really didn't apply to us. And, you know, finally, our leaders are not just talking the talk, but they're walking the walk. And they're backing up those words now with actions, like this proclamation. And so it does mean something to us and to our family.
Happy Pride!